sugar, facing over. You a queen when I less than I'm a boozy. Owamie, Owamie. Owamie, Owamie. Owamie, Owamie. Owamie, Owamie. Hey, hey, hey. Girl, you're such a powerful woman.
Hi ninjas, how are you doing? It's your girl Owamie, aka Miss Fair Focal, reporting back for our entertainment. If the first time joining me, I'm extremely welcome. Please do make sure that you subscribe and obviously hit the bell. I absolutely love you, and do not forget follow me on Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter. It's at boldly Owamie. Ninjas, I do have to remind you guys. Remember, on the 30th of March, we do have our masterclass. The details will be on the screen, and then just do what you need to do. The price is $390, so yeah. Anyway, we are back. Okay, I should not feel embarrassed. Okay, we're gonna explain, but it's Gogo Manzini's fault. Okay, for March Manzini, but we're back with with Gogo Manzini. It's March Manzini, guys. It's still March Manzini. Is it still March Manzini?
Yes, it is.
It's so much Manzini.
Yeah.
It was just crazy. Maybe we chose the wrong month. It should have been April Manzini, because this month you have been busy.
No, and April is my birth month.
Imagine.
We could have done it in April.
Ne?
But it's fine.
It's fine.
Yeah.
Because we started anyway March Manzini.
Yes.
But anyway, last time we spoke, you were going to Ghana. You've launched your agency. I feel like there's just so much that we're gonna be talking about today. So first of all, go ahead and please just tell us about the trip to Ghana.
Yeah, okay, I'm going to start there. But I've got a bit of flu, so my voice is not going to be
as bubbly
as it used to be. But yeah, please, they will forgive me. You know, we get sick and this and that. I actually got the flu from my daughter. Yeah. Well, I went to Ghana. Ghana was very beautiful. It was a 9-day trip. I remember full 9 days there with all the rituals and everything that was going on. Remember, I get my powers also from different sources. You know, as much as you have Itlozi, or Itlozi gives you amandla walo, their power, but you also need to empower yourself as a traditional healer. So we did some rituals. It was very beautiful. I also did one at the graveyard. We're looking for graves.
Okay.
Because there was a ritual that we were supposed to do, and we bump into a grave that is open.
What do you mean?
Like, it's open.
And down?
Yes, it's open. It's an open grave.
What do you mean an open grave?
They didn't close it well or things like that. It was just open.
And the casket was just open?
Yeah, but you could see it, but there was still soil on top of it. There was still the sound. It was half I don't know what happened there. I don't know what happened.
Or maybe someone like you went there to Gubulu's job, because that doesn't make sense.
We don't really dig. So I don't know. And I was like, oh my God, I think my ancestors have sent me here.
Okay.
Because now it's going to be good connection. And then we went offline. Usually what I do, I don't go online when I'm doing my rituals. I don't want to show. I can show you that I'm here, but I'm not going to show you when you go in trance, or when you actually get to do the actual ritual. You can't be on camera.
So when you got there, you got in trance?
Yes, you always get to invite Amadlozi now. You invite the spirits that we're here, we're going to start working. And then you change.
So what I want to now find out is, you are going to Ghana, you go to the graveyards in Ghana.
You're going to do a ritual. So when you do the ritual, you need to call the spirits, which, okay, look, here I am, I'm starting to work. And then you can be able to move from Tyra to Manzini.
So, you know what I'm trying to understand? Like, what type of a ritual were you performing there?
It was a ritual that I cannot disclose.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's a ritual that I cannot disclose.
For you to get powers?
No, it was something that I did for my client.
Okay.
That wanted me to do something to somebody. So I had the pictures of that somebody. So the pictures of that somebody had to be performed in Ghana. So I was doing that ritual there. So I would always say to people, stop disrespecting people for the sake of social media. Once people have your pictures, you're done. I am telling you, once people have your pictures and your names and your surnames, you're done. So it is very much important that people should be very careful of what they write about people or say about people on social media.
Tell me, was
say
it
to a wrong person?
Was it for someone or was it for you?
It was for someone, not for me.
So
really, it was for somebody. It was a client that wanted me to do a ritual for somebody. That person did something to that client of mine. So I suggested this ritual. So like when a client comes, you give them suggestions. So that we had to go and do that. So the timing was like perfect. I actually went to Ghana for this ritual. So I was actually, I was going to go to Ghana. But I had to go sooner because of this. Remember I told you I'm going to go to Ghana? But towards the end of the year. That's where my time is. So because this ritual was more important, I had to go and do this, and then I did my things as well.
So it means whoever this thing was done to, for them to get help, they must go to Ghana, because that's where it was done.
That is where I had to go. Because remember, I know that, I go to different places, different countries. As I told you on our previous video, I think, second last, when I told you that when you want this, you know where to go. When you want this, you know where. When you want love things, you know where to go. When you want black magic, you know where to go. When you want this, you need to know. So as a traditional healer, you need to have all that set up. Uguti, now when Owamie steps on my toes, I'm going to go there. I can do those things at home. I've got different spirits in my house. I can send them wherever I want to send them. But this one, it was so critical that I had to go to Ghana to do it.
This person, what did they do that would actually warrant a Ghana trip for them?
Yeah, anything that you do to my client, I step up. Even if you steal a cup.
Chami, when you just wish for nothing. Sometimes it's just for the sake of you just want to wish.
No, it's the sake of the client wanting what they want. And me now remember, this is a calling for me. So I'm serving for my ancestors. So I have to do it. I did it. So that's one of the things we went to do. We can move on from that. It's shocking you, I can see. And then we obviously had to get some herbs and things like that for my clients, for my people. So we did bring, very interesting. Now it's a liso, like it's a love potion. And you know what I do? I bring it, I want to test it on somebody. I tested that somebody. I tested it on that particular person. Already when I'm back, it's already tested. So you get that and then you put it in the V down there with a cotton wool. So you dip the cotton in the muti. The muti is liquid. It's water. So you dip and then you moisten ukobisa down there.
Like outside or inside?
Like Pela, somewhere.
What I'm asking is,
cotton wool inside down.
So at the opening?
Yes, the opening and a bit of inside. Pela.
Okay.
I agree. You can put it.
Okay.
And then take it out.
Okay.
Yes. So the V, it goes back to like if nothing happened to you before. Tightens.
Tell me.
Like you became a child.
Hi, bro. Don't be kids.
Yeah. That's the thing we came for. So it's
okay.
It's a love potion.
Okay.
That you just remember, some men, for you to get them, you have to be nice down there. It's how they are. It's how they are. Be hot.
Okay.
Be tight.
Okay.
Don't be loose. You be tight. They want the grip. So that muti is for that.
But maybe like you would know about this. And guys, this is me literally just asking. Like, what happens for someone's V to not be tight or have the grip? Because I just never understand. Because I know that, the V is actually an organ that it shrinks itself. If it needs to birth, it will, and then it comes
Yeah,
back.
but they're not the same. It can come back, but now we're taking you back to your childhood. Like it gets tight. It opens, it comes back. Some are wet.
But it's supposed to be wet.
Yeah, but too wet, not too wet. When then there's Yeah, some are wet. So there's a lot that goes down there.
Okay.
Well, according to the education that I have.
Yeah.
But now it has to be tight. That's one thing that it is. So we brought that medication, that muti. It's a love potion. So if you want to hold your man from down there, it's one part of them. Because remember, there's quite a lot of them. Some you cut yourself in the belly, I told you about. Some you put food in his food. This one you just do it on your V, and then it gets very tight. So as he goes in, it has got the herbs that holds him now to stay, because he never tasted something like that before.
So does this mean that the same way that he goes in there and it holds, and then now this man is under the spell, it means you are only to do that for the men you actually love? Because if you do it with other people, then it means they're going to have that thing where we've spoken about, Kuti love potion makes them go crazy and they can end up taking your life.
Yeah, it has to be one person. That's what I said that even before.
Someone with money, they said.
Someone with money, of course, because you're going to pay to get this portion.
What?
So we did...
You must get your money back.
Exactly. So we did bring Udliso Lokansi, that's what I call it. Udliso Lokansi.
Okay.
So furthermore, I will discuss on my channel.
Okay.
At Dr. Gogo Manzini TV.
Okay.
Just to be... Because I mean, like, to be on this channel, we've got something that we need to say or not. So in my channel, I just talk.
Yeah.
In my channels, yeah.
Yeah.
So for more info, there's that on my channel where I will just give them brief, deep explanation.
Okay.
Then it binds you. It attaches that person to that particular woman. So this one, only women can perform it. A man cannot do it. But what I do, when I give you that, I say do that, put it there. 5 minutes, try to insert your finger. Just to get the tightness before you even go to Ubaba.
So
because we need to spice down there and cook and spice and make it nice.
So okay, my question now is you buy this and then you have it, which obviously you guys know I'm not that gang. But what I'm just interested in is, after you've done that, you go there, obviously, and then how many times do you have to do this? Is it something you keep on applying? Does it have an expiry date? What happens?
That portion that you have, you use it until it's finished. Okay. And then it has a lasting effect.
Okay.
Yes, so we give you full instructions. Remember I said I'm going to do a masterclass of targeting.
Okay.
Yes, that one I don't know when I'm going to do it. But when we give you that, we just take you to the masterclass a bit.
Okay, yeah, to teach you.
Yes, this is how it's going to work. This is it's got a lasting effect.
Okay.
But you need to apply it key and things like that.
So what I want to now know is that it means that if you are going to be applying this, you must know that you only sleep with one man.
When you do a love portion, you must only do it for one person. Not this portion, every portion.
But I need to remember, with the other ones, you feed it. So it's not in you, it's in another person. Let's say you excrete whatever you feed.
But even when you feed, you can't be in relationship with a lot of people. Because when you feed, they will love you with that effect. Right? So the person you're gonna feed again is gonna feel the same way as the other person was. I guess there's your poop, there's your everything there. So it's just the same.
So Angiti, what I'm asking is, with these other ones you feed, the person eats, it's in them. The only problem is that if you go out there to cheat and they find you, they will take your life, right? But now with this one, where you put in you, it's in you. So it means if you are to meet with this one and this one, they are all going to get the same because now it's in you. So it means that if you're using this one, just know you will never ever be with another gent.
Even when you give him the one for food too, you will never ever be with another gent. But But the other gent you can be with if I'm fitanga. That's what you're trying to say, right?
Yes.
Good. So if you didn't feed those ones, you can keep them.
That's what I'm saying. But now with
It's
the
your
cooking,
you can give it to anyone you want.
but umuthi, is it not in
Yes.
you?
This one that we're talking about
Yes.
is in you. So you need to be careful who gets into you.
That's what I'm saying.
Yes, okay, no, I'm sorry, I didn't understand that.
Yes.
But with the food,
You can give and then do whatever. But what I'm asking, I was talking about is this one, the one that is in you. It means now you must be 100% sure no one is coming, because if they do, they're gonna feel the same way. Manje, 2 men or 3 or 4 for some of you guys.
And then they will take your life.
Now one will take your life, because the moment number 1 finds out there's number 3, it's a problem.
Yes, that's one. Udlisolo Kansi is also going to be on my channel. And then we do now money rituals every Thursday in my house.
Okay.
So there's money rituals that we do every Thursday. I did speak about it on my YouTube. I did, because I was still in Ghana when I spoke about that. I was so excited when I get about this ritual. So this ritual is a money ritual. We put money in your blood, where you have to be money magneted. Money magnet. Be money magnet. Money must love you. Money must, but this is, can you see this?
Okay.
The cards.
Yeah,
you see how many? There's 50 of them.
Where? There are a lot. Yeah.
Yes. So that is what we do. So I then got to say, before you can perform something to somebody, you need to have it.
So is this new?
It's new.
That you came back with from Ghana?
It's also fresh in me.
Okay.
So I'm transferring it to my people.
Oh, okay.
So that is a money ritual.
Okay.
You come home, we consult. We feed the spirit. There's a spirit that you feed. So you feed it with something that I'm not going to disclose.
So it's going back to like the calabash snake vibes.
Yes, but then this one, you just feed it once. You feed the spirit, and then you talk to the spirit, and then it's an animal spirit. That we okay, that is something I cannot also disclose here. But we also have the money rituals now. We doing it. That one is a ritual for Thursday.
It's like now our mama bemthandazo Thursday.
Yay!
Then kuna mama bokuthakatha.
So on those Thursdays, we're doing money rituals at Gogomanzini. If you want money, you are doing business, you are doing this. We came back with it from Ghana, but it will only be while stock lasts. While stock lasts, it means as long as we still have lomuti to put in your body.
Okay.
We're going to do it on every Thursdays. But once the muti is finished, then the ritual is done. Then I have to go back to Ghana.
So you do it once?
Yes, I do it once, that because we cannot have those herbs here. Those plants or the spirits or whatever that we use for that ritual, asinayo, like South Africa.
No. I mean, like, let's say maybe this person wants to come Thursday. Is it an every Thursday kind of thing?
No, you come one Thursday
and you're
and then
done.
you put it in you, and then you come back again next year.
Oh, so it's a yearly thing.
Yes, it's a yearly thing. It's a very beautiful money ritual. But also for them, for more information, they can go to my YouTube. I will explain it further there.
Okay.
So we do money rituals on Thursdays. If you want money, Thursdays. If you're a business, you're selling your V. Anything that you do that is to do with money, whether you're gambling, whether you're doing this and this and this, you do it, it works. Very much so. I did it. I'm fine. Right. It's one of the fastest rituals that we do also.
Okay.
So then there's something that we cook that you eat with the muti as well. So the muti gets into that particular meat of that particular animal, and then you eat it. So it goes in you. So you must eat that animal, and then you eat the ritual or the spirits or the muti goes in you.
Is it an animal that we all eat, or is it like islwani?
It's an animal that we all eat.
Okay.
Yeah, and then it's that ritual, but I'm not going to dwell deep on it. It's a money ritual.
Okay.
It's not ugutwala.
Okay.
Right? That's one thing that people need to understand. It's not ugutwala, not at all, not associated with.
Okay.
It's a money ritual where we have to sacrifice an animal.
So same almost like that one where we spoke about these fake pastors that dig and bury pigs and stuff.
Yeah,
animals.
yes, but this one you just take the blood and then you feed the spirit.
Okay.
The spirit is at home. You feed it. When it's being fed, you are here.
At your home?
At my home.
Okay.
It's my spirit.
Okay.
Then I command it. So when you talk to it, you say what you want to say. So you talk to the animal.
Okay.
And then we slaughter the animal.
Okay.
For the spirit. Then the spirit is happy. And then the spirit blesses you. Niyasaba izinto, that's why you guys are broke.
It's not ukuthi
I'm not saying you are broke, I don't know your bank balance. Your eyes are just telling me something different. But Sabani, don't talk bad about us. Saba izinto, be scared of things. But when we do them and we leave, don't come and borrow our things. It's a ritual that is not gonna. You know, there's one thing that I know about me. I'm clean. I told you.
Mm-hmm.
I would not do something that would want a human sacrifice or something that would want people to die or use human blood. No.
No, you know what is the thing, eh? I don't know why. I think that is because for a few weeks we were talking about things that are light. You know, we're talking about different topics. We're talking about fathers that are not supporting, blah blah blah. But now it's like we are back deep in Muti now. Like literally, it's literally like shocking me. That's why you're seeing my face today, and I'm like, okay,
why
you understand?
Did you go to Ghana? That was your topic.
Yes. Why did you go to Ghana? And so now I'm just like, damn, like witchcraft is like on another level.
I'm brutally honest. I'm a brutally honest kind of a person.
I know. That's
what I'm like. I actually don't care who says what.
Yeah.
Even when they can say, my father-in-law is watching this. He watches.
My father-in-law, I met him at the opening of the agency. So yes. And your mother-in-law, that's so sweet.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So they need to know that this is what I do. I do it. I'm not going to hide. I'm not going to hide under the Bible. I'm not going to hide under the tree or anything. I do it. So that's how we stand. So the money rituals, Thursdays, guys, people must come in numbers because once this Muti finishes, it's done for the year.
Okay.
And then we will see it next year again when I come back from Ghana.
Okay.
That's also one thing that I came with. Then, finally, for sick people, I haven't been treating sick people for a long time.
You've been busy witching, job.
Yeah, I haven't been healing. So
Okay.
we have a product where it's called like Uzi for Zonki. It's like it's something that you drink to heal your sicknesses and that is also something that we did. And then I'm not going to talk about them.
Okay.
Because there's a lot of things that we do. But with me, you see, if it's like the sickness ones, I don't enjoy them.
Because that's healing. It's not witching alone.
Yes, but I want something that will challenge me. Something that will take me to, and then we're going to go to the caves.
What are you doing at the caves?
We're going for animal spirits to ask for money.
You go with these people to the caves?
Yes, I go with these people to the caves.
Where are the caves?
There's a lot of caves in South Africa.
Is it? I don't know.
But when we go to a cave, we go at night. And we're going to invoke or call upon an animal spirit. So whatever animal that we find there, we need to face it. I don't know what's going to come. You don't know what's going to come. But we call upon it and then we get directions. That one is very expensive when you want to go for that one.
Okay.
I have to report that on the 6th of this day, I have to go to the cave for this person. Maybe he's got a big business and things like that.
So wait, when you go there, like you go with one person?
I go with one person, the person that is going to be doing that ritual.
So it's you and that person?
Yes, but now we're going to go with a number of people.
Okay.
So it's going to be a one-on-one.
Okay.
The reason that I don't go with a lot of people or with people is that because people come out of there traumatized. So the one that's going to come out traumatized is going to traumatize the whole group. So that is why we prefer one-on-one, and then you do.
Like the trauma comes from what? From what you see in those caves?
Yes. I remember the first time I went to do my cave ritual, I had to tag. For the first time I saw a tiger. That was my very first time I saw a tiger. And I was doing that ritual, myself, and it was done by someone in Nigeria.
So you had to fight a tiger?
No, you're not fighting. It's not even fighting with you. Just the fact that you're going to meet a tiger in a cave, it's something else.
But what I want to also now find out is, what does animal spirits have anything to do with humans?
It's money. We ask for money. When we go to animal spirits, we ask for money. We ask them to do what we want them to do. We ask them to protect us. You can imagine a tiger. It's very scary.
Is that why you do these nails? Because your spirit animal is a tiger?
No. It's just that I've got a lot of spirit animals. But that one, when you go there, you go talk and ask for what you want. So that is one of the money rituals that are very fast. So when I'm going there with you, I've reported that I'm going to come on this day. And then when I report to my spirits, then they will say, go to this cave. Then we go to that particular cave, we walk. Maybe they'll give us signs. We notice water in the caves. I'm going to ask you, and Nisha, I'm going in with you. So you two, we will talk. Good look, we want to hear where the sound of water is. So we will follow that water, and then we're told to stop. When we're told to stop, then they will speak in me, which we are in the side. And then when I go there, I meet them first. I talk to them that I'm with who and who and who. I've got what, and then come in. And then when you come in, you don't know what is there, and then you have to touch it and connect with it. Talk to it, tell it what you want, while you're still touching it. And then you're going to give it that particular offering that it wants. They want you maybe to bring you fruits, a pig, a what. You're giving them food most. Something that they will use, and then you give it to them, and then we do that ritual, and then we go. But then that one, we're not going to do it now. Now my main focus is on the Thursdays.
So now what I also just want to find out, you go into the cave, it's different animals that are going to come.
Yeah.
So with the different animals that come, does that also represent the level of wealth that one has or is going to have?
It represents the level of wealth.
So like which animals would you say this one actually has the more wealth?
That's a secret. That's a secret. And even when we take you there, we take you through different stages. So like this money ritual that we do on Thursdays, it's a basic. It's an entry level. Because it's now done at home. But then we can also arrange the ones that we sometimes you need to go there. We leave you at the grave maybe for 3 hours.
By yourself?
By yourself. Feel free.
At night?
Nothing can happen during the day. So we leave you there, we come back. People want money out there. People want success.
And the people that do that,
people, we do. You know, that's why I say I love those. When I just want, you know, when I work with people, I want to work with people that know what they want. You know, especially when it comes to money rituals. Money rituals are expensive. But you need to know what you want. You need to bring something on the table. I don't want you to come to me and say, I want to make money, but there's nothing I'm doing. I want a woman that's going to walk in and say, I've got a salon. I want the salon to grow. I want this and this. I want to get into tenders. I want to get into big contracts. You know, people want positions in parliaments.
And next thing you're sleeping in someone's grave.
You have to. Those are the things that we go through, and those are the things that we do. Those are the things that we love. I sleep in the grave for a whole night. When my husband drops me at about 11, and he picks me up at 6 a.m. in the morning or 5 a.m. in the morning. So we're looking at more money rituals. That's more what I want. Actually, I'm more interested in making people moneyed.
Are you more interested in making people moneyed now more than witching?
It's witching. That is witching. Making people rich is witching.
Okay, so you know, guys, there's this thing that now honestly I look at and I feel like it's different, right? Which again, I know that we are in different gangs, but for me, there's a difference with Owamie going to Gogomanzini and saying, Gogomanzini, I want to be rich. I need a ritual for me to get rich, you understand? And then there's also another difference when I go to Gogomanzini and I say, Gogomanzini, I want Mishumo to not be rich. Do you understand what I'm saying? For me, I feel like they're very different. There are people that say, okay, I'm going to go to Gogomanzini to cleanse myself so that I'm okay.
Yeah.
You understand? Those are different than someone that's going to come at you, here is a picture, or I'm commented under my video and said, I'm ugly, I want you to wish her. So for me, no, but remember, I'm saying for me, I do find to say, okay, they are all witchcrafting, but there's like this one and then there's another one that is different. You understand? Because remember again, we did say that we are still going to get into the the traditional healers and the witch doctors and whatnot. Remember we had that conversation because yes, as I'm saying, Wuti, like there are people that know how to use it's called muti, like a plant. Do you understand? And then I know that there are traditional healers that literally they only deal with cleansing people. What they don't do anything that is witchcraft. Do you understand? So for me, that's what I'm saying. I think that is different in that way, but I guess you see it as the same.
Yeah, I see it as the same because it's just witchcraft. Gonke is witchcraft. If you come to my house, you are a witch.
But I've been to your house.
No.
I'm not the witch.
In terms of, Gogo, I need this. Gogo, I want this. If I give you my herbs,
you're a witch.
You are. Thank you. You can just not say it. Or you can just hide it because you feel like the society will take you somehow.
But just know you is a witch, boo.
Yes, it's very much so, Chomi.
Okay.
So we are also having the money rituals. It's more and more. If we have to talk about money rituals, 13 April, we're having another ritual in Johannesburg.
Okay.
I was also instructed
when I was in Ghana. Okay.
It's also cleansing.
Okay.
It's a river cleansing, but from a different river now.
Okay.
This one, but it's also for business people strictly.
Okay.
So we are gonna. I went for money. So the Thursdays has to happen in my house, and then there's this one that I need to do for people outside.
Okay.
Of my house, which is in the river, and then we're going to be collecting the animal spirits that are in the river, all the sorts of animal or the spirits that are in that river or things like that. They will be collected through something that we're going to give to the particular person that comes to the ritual. So there's something that you will get that will carry the spirits so that it can go and work for you at home.
Okay.
So 13 April.
Okay.
We're going to be in Johannesburg in a certain river. People can also follow my channel so they can get more details on that one. But it's
Dr. Gogomanzini TV is going to be linked in the description box.
Yes, and also it's strictly for people with money shame this time, not people that want a daughter or things like that. The 13 April. No, my daughter, please. We own money now.
I guess my daughter are the ones that will bring money. That's also a business spell.
It's a business for the workers that are doing that kind of a work. That is business for them.
Yeah.
But not for glycerin.
Okay.
Yeah, no, not for glycerin. On the 13th, we're not focusing on that. It's strictly business. It's going to be very, very, very powerful. So I need about 10 people only.
Okay.
Not more.
Okay.
So business people should hook up. And yeah, I think that is all about Ghana. We just went for the ritual. Owamie, I'm more powerful, I'm more strong. I can now do crazy things as well, more crazier. There's things that I cannot do. Like someone who's sick, sometimes I can't help.
Why?
Because I was not trained in that way. There's sicknesses that you can heal, but there's things that you cannot heal. But when someone is mad, we can assist.
Is it?
Yeah, we can make someone mad, and we can assist someone who's mad, whichever right. That we can do. But there's certain diseases or certain sicknesses that wants a professional doctor. That's one thing I always say. I don't have a mad drip.
Okay.
There's things that want injection in your blood, drip, and water. They want that. You can't be targeting all the time. You know what I'm saying?
Next thing, they're gonna be carrying a person that can't even talk to your house.
Someone comes there, they're HIV positive.
Yeah, give them.
They don't want to take pills. Why not? So how am I gonna assist you? I'm not gonna be sitting here and lie to people and say HIV, I can cure it. Hey, some people need to go to clinics. Some people need to go to doctors. Why am I going to traumatize her? Look, I've got a baby. There's things that my baby cannot see. So my baby will be coming to me and say, Mama, why was this baby not able to walk?
Where did that happen? I mean, I'm not laughing at sick people. I'm laughing at this situation.
No, I'm just saying I'm just talking to sick people strictly. I cannot heal HIV. Go to the clinic, stand the queue, take ARVs. They are for free. Drink them. I mean, there's certain sicknesses that don't want you to go to Asa.
Just puza amapili samani.
Do not drink imbiza for certain things. It's frustrating. And you know what? They go, I think I'm loyal. You know who's talking? The person that goes with them.
But
you know, I think I'm loyal.
That's telling me.
So do I have to say, Gogo, that child is not man?
So when you throw the bones down, it shows that actually, like, maybe it's like HIV.
You cannot say it's HIV.
Okay.
But they can tell you that it's a treatment that you cannot heal. You understand? It's a treatment that you cannot heal. People are so obsessed about Ugloyu, I will tell you. People don't want Ugloyu. You know, there's a certain lady came to my shrine just this week. And we consulted, and he said, okay, we're done. And then she was like, are you done? I was like, yes, I'm done. And then she was like, don't you see anything about my brother? And then I'm like, what? She said, my brother and I are fighting, and after me and my brother fighting, my things are not going well. So my brother is luring me. So you come to me and you know that your brother is luring you. They want to be lawyered. That's how people are. If anything goes wrong, something must be wrong. And I literally had to protect that poor brother.
Good to know.
To say your brother, you might be fighting with your brother, it's okay, but he doesn't even care about your progress or anything of that sort. You are just going through that season
of dryness.
You know, we all have dry times. Everybody. We are lawyers. I'm a lawyer. But I do go through some time when I would just sit and say, guys, and I talk to the spirit.
You know, wait, so the lawyering gang now is lawyers.
I'm a lawyer, yeah.
Bo, are you sure lawyers will be happy with it?
In lawyering me.
So you're a lawyer,
a PhD or something like that.
Professorism.
Yes, right. But I go through dry seasons.
It happens.
You can have the biggest spirit in the world that works for you. You can have those days where you just go dry. So one thing that people should have, they must take out that mentality which when there are things that are okay, someone is lawyering them. You get my point? That woman, I'm telling you, I can see her face even now. She was so disappointed when I told her that her brother is not. So I had to sit and lie about that brother because I want her to pay because she's my client. And be happy. No. That actually is your brother. They just showed me now. Do you see how they lie to you guys? They lie to you because you're gonna get people that. That's what I'm saying. They want people. And remember, if you tell her brother, then she's gonna go saying, "Oh, yeah, bona lawyer Gogo." She will come back every time. But now it will be like, no, Gogo lawyer. She doesn't see. I'm sure she will have gone to another sangoma that said, "Yes, it's your brother." I'm saying, "Ati, this one says right." Don't go to sangomas and expect to hear certain things. You know. So they must know what is sometimes the truth. Sometimes I'm about what makes you so special? What makes you think you are so special? There's times where things don't go right in your mood. Which is one of the reasons why, guys, I do not consult sangomas. Because of that, me personally, I'm like, okay, because we all go through it. I won't even lie to you guys. I also have been through a dry season. There's a time where I'll have money. There's a time where I won't have money. Maybe I'm starting a new business. I have to buy lights. I have to buy this. I have to pay for the place and whatever. My money is going to be a bit low. You understand? But I know that, okay, fine, we're going to go back up. We're going to be okay. We're going to be okay. So for me, I think that other than like saying, okay, the lawyering gang, we also have Christians that where now you are going through a dry season and you just feel like, oh, I've been praying, nothing has been happening. Let me just go to a sangoma. And then you have got these people that go to sangomas that are like, oh, you know, I've been with Gogomanzini, my things are not going right. Next thing, they're changing sangomas. Now they're going to another one, right? When they reach there, guys, I think we're going to talk about this topic of the violence in South Africa, especially against women, the GBV, and how it's also like linked
to women using muti as well. Do you understand what I'm saying? Because it's not every sangoma that is a sangoma. The same way, it's not every prophet that is a prophet. It's not every pastor that is a pastor. You understand? Some people, they know 20%. They know Guti, I can mix this from a snake and they mix that from a tiger. It has worked for that person. You got that this person sees folk all. Next thing, they've mixed the wrong things. You go home, they kill you same day. It's a problem.
And also, before I go, the shock I got.
What?
When I went to Ghana, you know, Tina, we are that where I go is part of our family. Like it's part of our should I say cult?
Yeah.
It's part of our.
Oh.
So I'm part of that.
Okay.
Right? Yeah, I'm part of that cult. If it's a cult, I don't care. It's whatever.
Okay.
So you know what? This year it was crazy. I saw about 8 South African celebrities.
What?
Yes.
Where?
You can ask my husband.
Where?
There, where I went. About 8, 9
Celebrities.
South African.
Celebrities.
No, and 2 of them, they are in radio. They talk about God day in, day out. They talk about how bad Muti is. You won't believe it.
Wait, so what was happening there? Was it like a cult season or what? Like, was it a ritual that was now planned, or you can just go at any time?
No, you can go at any time.
But it just so happened that you guys were there at the same time.
So remember, you know what happens? They were from different people.
Okay.
But we use the same river. I don't know if you hear me.
Yes.
So now they were there with their own businesses, minding their own things, but we use the same river.
So you saw them at the river because you guys had gone there with your own people.
Yes.
They are also there with their
so
own.
3 of them, they were where I was.
So these 3 were together. So they went together.
No, they were not together.
Those said they were individual and they're also seeing each other there.
Apparently, they know that they go there all the time. So anyone was there for their own reasons. Yeah.
You saw how many celebrities?
7, 8. Yes, and 2 is on radio. I don't care about the other ones, it's fine. But the other ones, I was so shocked because I think just a week before I go, I was listening to her on radio.
Well, let's not say too much. Let's not get so.
Yeah, no, I was just listening to her on radio talking about how bad is using Umuti and things like that. So I bumped into her.
Did she see you?
She saw me.
Well, Lele. When the cameras are off.
Yeah, she saw me.
You would tell me who.
And we were like, no, I won't.
Tell
I'm
me.
not allowed.
But it's not from your group.
I'm not allowed because now.
No, but I won't say, Angira. I'm just curious.
Yeah, no, I'm not going to tell you. I swear to God. I'm not going to say. So the other ones are. And then now you sit and you're like, okay, me, I'm not shocked. Me, I'm never going to get shocked about those people. But the other ones are doing so good in their industries or in their line. They're doing good. You know those celebrities that are making money and you're like,
they like young girls.
Young group.
A young group.
Yeah.
Was it a mixture of men and women?
Yeah. Yeah. So,
the other ones are the what? Influencer prostitutes or something?
It's celebrities. Yes. So because what happened is that they were directed that they don't have to come again. They can come to me because I'm here. Like remember, I didn't go for what they went for.
Okay.
Yes. So it's like I'm the same person that they went to.
Okay.
So and then when we met, he couldn't direct them to me because you can't talk about people.
Okay.
Yes. So he's not allowed to tell me who comes there. But because we were all there now,
met.
and then he just told them that you can go to that person from now on.
So these people will be coming to you?
Yeah, they're my clients now.
Yeah.
So they're cutting off the trip too. So we make stars. I was very happy. We make stars, we make people shine, you know. They're doing good, they've got all this and this and this. And then you ask yourself, but this cannot just be music. Or this cannot just be acting. You see, you know there's things that can show you Utawa.
Hi, but me now I won't lie, guys. Whenever we talk about Muti, whenever we talk about spirits, whenever we talk about whatever, I will forever have this. There's nothing for mahala. There's nothing for free to me. Even if you're paying there, something must be there.
Okay, what makes you think this? Even if there's something there, it's fine. We're all gonna die.
I know.
Yeah, we're definitely gonna die, whether you are doing rituals or not. So we are enjoying the time that we are here in this world. You are gonna die, sweetie.
I know, all of us. It's not about death. For me, I think, for me, the afterlife, where my soul is going, that's the thing. It's not about here. Because here, physically, I mean, again, remember, guys, no one is perfect. We all sin at time to time, but we pray and whatever, you understand? But for me, I think with the stories that I've heard, where people sell their souls to gain the things they have here on earth, you are going to live and enjoy here, but you're going to... Yeah, but there's an afterlife. And for us that believe in the Bible, for us,
so that's
what I'm saying.
We're gonna go and your afterlife. You're gonna go and make other people rich.
You're gonna go in seventh.
It's fine. I get you. There's some other people who worked for you. If that's the case. So if some spirits of the dead are working for you now, when you die, you're also gonna go work for some.
So for us, it's not like the spirits of the dead will work. You die, you go to hellfire for life.
For you.
In our belief. So for us, that is the reason why. And you're saying we are all gonna die. So for us, it's not about the here and now. It's about the afterlife.
So you're gonna be poor now and be poor afterlife.
No, we won't be poor afterlife.
What will happen?
Our riches are there in heaven,
because you are there poor here. So what are you gonna do in heaven? You're gonna buy cars there.
But Lord forbid, we're not poor.
You're not gonna buy people. There are poor people.
What?
There are poor people. Yes.
But there are also poor people that go to Sangomas, guys. Let's not lie.
I'm not saying exactly what they go for. What do they go for?
They will be going still for the same goods. We want money, but maybe they're getting a Sangoma that is just lying.
Sangoma, don't compare me.
Not you.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying, not my clients. My clients are not broke.
No, okay.
Yes, they go to Sangomas they give them whatever they give them. It doesn't work for them. My people are happy.
Okay.
It's just that they can't comment and say, this is me. You get my point?
That's the other part again.
And
I'm
just like talking me, Chawaza Gogo Ninja.
She told me, Chami, why are your people calling me Gogo Ninja?
They call me Gogo Ninja, Chawaza Gogo Ninja, Chawaza Gogo Ninja, anything like that. But yeah, this was a beautiful episode. I told them that I'm back, so people should know that I'm back. And
yeah.
I'm doing more power, more rituals, more everything. I'm just sick. I've got flu. I will definitely get I've got flu. Let me go back. I have to go to the pharmacy.
Yeah, she got medication.
I have to go to the pharmacy. You see?
To drink.
Exactly. I'm gonna go to the pharmacy, or I have the medication to drink.
You can't attack flu.
Some people need to go and queue for pills. I'm a doctor. I'm a sangoma. I cannot touch You know, I've got flu. I am so much treating myself. I'm drinking your effervescence.
Okay.
I'm not going to mention brands.
Yeah.
I'm drinking your effervescence. You put you drink.
Yeah.
I'm lowering the flu. But I'm lowering the flu in the Western way.
Okay.
Exactly.
Okay.
So those ones that needs to go Tata Mapilisi, they must go Tata Mapilisi. Izinyanga zingabakhohlisi.
Please.
There is a disease that does not want imbiza. There is a disease that is when you drink umuthi wesintu, you weaken your immune system because it is not strong enough. You're gonna die. We all gonna die, but I don't think I want to kill myself. I don't think I want to die before time. You see, you are you've got so much pride to go to the clinic, but you can walk into a sangoma and pay money for consultations. You're paying money for consultations, you want to know who's targeting you. Can't you target yourself? You understand? So you just by not going to the clinic, you are targeting yourself. Sure. People must go there and live and be fine.
And get pills.
Yes, and stop listening to sangomas promising them heaven on earth.
Saying I cure HIV, I cure this.
No, and I can make something that will bring money to your house. I always preach, we do money rituals, but you need to do something.
You must be doing something.
At least sell chappies. It can make you rich. It can make you a millionaire. Because if you sell a chappies for 1 rand, and then you get 1 million clients, you've got 1 million rand. You see? Yeah, people should just follow me off this your channel, on my channel, so that there I get to talk more, And there is a platform where I don't care how I look. But with you, we have to prepare.
But I never said she should.
You said. You remember the first video we had? You said, "I think the face doesn't look well."
You lie! Oh my gosh!
And then I said it's fine, and then you said you are a perfectionist.
Lie!
You said that.
Show me. No. So let me explain, guys, there, because I like. Oh my God! No, please. What I said was, remember that time when we were shooting, the first day, we were using multiple angles. Do you remember? So the camera is literally like here, and it takes every single thing. Even with me, if you use a certain lens and it's here, you can see like, everything. But when a camera is there like that, no, we're fine.
I'm not complaining. I'm just saying that when I come to your platform, I think it's also time for me to use... But other than that, I'll forever be on point. So I have to be on point when I'm sitting next to you.
Yes.
But with my channel, I just take.
I see.
Yeah, I just take. I don't care what. I just don't care. So for more information, they can follow me on my channel, which is at Dr. Gogo Manzini TV.
Yeah.
And then the WhatsApp number is 07244814474. That is 072-448-1474. And then they can get hold of me there. And then we are going to be doing all the secret things, very powerful things, and all those things. But then, guys, don't forget, Isidli pants is there for women. Tight. You must be tight too. Men are tired of eating something not tight. It's not fair. No. It's not. Men are tired of eating something that's not tight.
I don't know about those. I don't even watch that. All I know is that if you are with a man, he comes in today, even tomorrow, or if you skip a day, when he comes back in, especially if this man is well endowed, it still hurts. You still need to adjust a bit because it's a muscle that actually gets back. But again, I do not know, because I know that they are not all the same.
I support both sides. You can use.
I'm not talking about prayer. Oh, of course, in a prayer, guys, it will work. What I'm saying,
you're saying you.
Yeah.
I'm saying me.
Yeah.
In my world.
Yeah.
You say that you believe that it closes itself, or exactly.
Yeah.
Right. And then there's someone that believes Uguti, you can use something and then to spice it up.
Yes.
Exactly. So if you feel that your partner feels like you're not tasting the same, you can still pray and ask God to help you. Then I feel right.
The only problem that starts with him saying you're not tasting the same is if he went out there and tasted something else. Ladies, do not let this cheating machitos out there pressure you into anything.
Yes, and don't forget that you can still pray and ask God to spice you.
I'm not going to comment on that one. But anyways, we love you. We love you guys so much.
We love you guys. We love you. I miss you. We believe in whatever we believe in.
I know, trust me. I know.
And actually, we all know that God can perform miracles.
Of course.
He can make you nice. I know. He's your father. He can't leave you in this world. He can make you rich.
1,000%.
And all his kids are rich.
But again, you are also his child, so you're part of the
I'm his child, me, yes. I don't dispute that.
Yes.
But I'm his child that also uses umuti.
But we also have his children that also uses umuti that are still poor.
They go to the wrong muti, Chomi.
But then also we can say that the God's children that will go to Sangomas, then they're not rich. They are not living according to the will of the Bible. That's simple. Do you understand? Those that live in guys, there's the perfect will of God. I don't even want to lie. I can tell you many stories. There's this guy that I went to high school with. That guy, Chomi, that guy has been a Christian from the day I've ever met that guy. And when I say Christian, I'm not just talking about someone that is just a Christian, Somang, Wuti Sunday, they go to church. This guy lived Christianity. He would be the quiet guy. He would be the guy that you can go if you need help. You know, you go to him. If he can, he will help you. He's just a stand Christian that if maybe but okay, there's prayer needed, he's the one that will pray. Blah blah blah. Sharp. I changed high schools. He obviously continued past his matric. I never knew what actually happened to that guy. You know that guy. He's a pastor now. He has a church, right? His church is doing well. It's not like a mega church, but he's doing well. He has a job. That guy, he bought his wife, him and his wife, they both drive BMWs. If you see their house, if you see they've got 3 kids, they live such a peaceful Christian, not humble, because there's nothing humble about 2 BMs being in the house. You understand? Like, these are not poor people. So what I'm simply saying is that there are certain people who they live according to the will of God and trust and believe every single thing that is in the Bible that is promised, it actually comes. The problem with some of us as Christians is that today I'm a Christian, tomorrow I go to Gogo Manzini's place.
Now, do you know what he does at night?
I don't know what he does at night, but we're not going to just assume that everyone does something at night. That's
we're not going to assume that everybody doesn't do something at night.
Yes, we're not going to assume, but I need to know, we're going to talk about what we see. So if you're at night, he nyonyobas, then it will be his own thing. But now we're talking about what we actually see, because we can now put it in a way that every person that is rich nyonyobas at night. Do you understand? That's what I'm saying. Uti, there is the perfect will of God. The only problem that I know with us Christians is that today I am a Christian, tomorrow I am a nyonyoba.
You can be both, man.
You can't.
You can.
The Bible doesn't go with that.
Who wrote the Bible? Let's not go there. Bye, guys.
Bye, ninjas. We'll see you guys in our next upload. Mwah.